softer tone. Huh. I'm still not used to the camera on this damn thing. Hi. Yes. Look, he's alive-ish, I guess. And I'm live. Because, you know, I can be. To my left will be the peanut gallery. Yeah, this is my left. Is my peanut gallery. They probably will chime in every so often.
I'm not crazy.
They're not crazy, though. So they say. Or so their doctor says. We'll go with that one. Their doctor says they're not crazy, therefore they're not. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people will tune in a lot later or after the fact because for some reason, a lot of my things that I post, people don't get until later. Because the last time I did a live stream, not a lot of people got an update saying that I did. And saw it after the fact, which is fine, and I understand. Because YouTube algorithm, thank you, is fucked up and stupid. Even I know this. As you can see, my beautiful background of anime stuff, or the stuff that Slither owns, and along with a little bit of the other thing. And hey, look, I have my witchy buddy in the thing. It's Deborah. On this side, you can see what's somewhat left of what I have up for my altar. And this is my dog's trash panda. That will be getting explained in a little while. Fucking trash pandas. Oh, you're going ready to go shopping. I get it. Well, you better come back and watch the video later then, woman. I've missed you and I've missed everybody. Thank you. It's actually, this is post packing everything.
Not everything.
Okay, not everything, just packing things up to get out of the way. Hi, husband. How's the boar's husband? Kick her in the butt. I mean, what? So, why I'm primarily going live instead of just making a video. I'm still trying to figure out the boom mic situation, why it's not working like it should when it comes to recording on here, which makes me really sad because I love my boom mic. That chomping, if you can hear it in the background, is my dog going, ooh, look, I have food in my bowl. He likes to do other things to your butt. Well, him and Soren are butt people then. Because somebody can't stop grabbing my ass when I'm supposed to be at work.
Booty?
There's a reason why on most times on Discord, my freaking tag is the favorite of HR. I'm kidding. I never have gone to HR because of disciplinary problems or any problems or sexual harassment problems. Surprisingly enough.
That girl.
Please. Hey, at least everyone's looking for a new place. And no, I have not found a new place yet. With that, what came up? Woo! Yay! Zeffy is here.
The car went boom.
Our car, let's see. You all remember how I talked at once upon a time how the car had problems with moving and actually going and starting up. Yeah, we found out it was the catalytic converter. $600 down. We fixed that evil car. Then the hoses gave out. We paid to have that fixed. Then a hole blew itself in the radiator. I wish I was fucking kidding.
Yeah.
It literally leaked everywhere at work. Luckily, we work in facility services, so we had kitty litter on hand. We actually did. John threw kitty litter under the car for us. So have fun, Zabora. So after we fixed that, we got that actually towed, and they looked it over. Someone lost their job over it because they were supposed to change hoses. They only changed the expensive hoses and switched around the cheap hoses, which caused the kaboom. Yeah. Then after that happened, we pretty much, it's now parked. It technically can run if we dumped a gallon of water in it. So what we're going to be doing, probably tomorrow when we get word, is that car is getting about a gallon or two of water dumped into the radiator. Yay, moving quickly. And it's getting taken to CarMax. And it will be traded in for maybe $500 or something. And that will be the down payment. Well, the down on our new car, which should be there by tomorrow because Washington had it's not winter, it's winter, it's winter, it's not winter, it might be winter weather again. As in, it snows sporadically here and there and causes problems. Mostly problems. So after we got that done, the car was being brought down from Seattle. So yay. We have a car soon, which I'm looking forward to. It'll be a new to us car, even if it's not technically new because it's a 2014, but for us, that's new. Considering our last two cars were 2005 and a 2004. So, Cerberus, get out from underneath me with your squeaky toy. But we have at least a car, and it's kind of a woohoo moment because it's the first big thing that we have both been approved for at the same time. Yeah, you can see my dog. And it's technically our first big thing with both of our names on it. The apartment doesn't count because that's just a lease. That doesn't mean anything. A car means everything, apparently. But we have that going for us at least. So one huge stress is off of our thing. We're going to have a car that actually is reliable and I don't have to pay a lot for. Well, it's reliable at least. Unlike arm strength. As you can see, he's gotten bigger. Oh God. He has been being a nuisance because we've been working a lot. But car will be the first, but most important thing because if need be, people can always live in a car, as a friend has proven to us. Oh, hey, look, another washeroo. But yeah, so that's pretty much has been Loki's last 3 months is what the hell's happening with vehicles. And if it hadn't been for the kindness of two of our good friends, Mad Dog, who we also work with, along with H. Paladin, which I'm not using their actual names for good reasons, but both guys have been very helpful. They've been very good friends, and along with Slither, who has helped us out with other things, and we've helped them out with a place to sleep at least, and a place for their cat to torment other things like our dog, which is fine because the dog needs tormented. But luckily, we have good people around us and has helped us keep ourselves somewhat manageable when it comes to stuff. Despite the fact of having full time, it's always been very stressful at work, as me having to take a few days off because of migraines. But it's been a good thing lately. And hi, Raven, because I know I will butcher your first name. Reading is not my forte, and I will probably be getting new glasses here soon. So you'll be seeing Loki wearing glasses, which should be fun. And I'm glad to still be around. I've been trying to get stuff ready for work. I've been trying to get stuff ready for this. I've been trying to motivate myself more to do stuff. And I need to just get on the ball and do it. I've been going to the gym, except for this last week, because
we're going to kill it tomorrow.
We're going to kill the gym tomorrow. We're going to do it. Because we've all been tired or getting over being sick. Though, thanks to a friend, and thanks to a couple of videos that popped up on YouTube, I'm going to be doing something called Truths and Misleadings, which is going to be focused around stuff that people say are true in paganism, which is not, or say are true in certain religions, which is not. One of the big ones is a lot of people know I was former Mormon. I left the church for a very, very easy reason. They did not respect me wanting to be my own person or being my own woman. Or the branch I was in did not. They pretty much told me that I was better off skipping out and going to school and just finding a good husband to take care of me. Yeah. Though the group that I used to be in with in Colorado were the ones that encouraged me to go to school, encouraged me to be my own person, encouraged me to do what my path and my heart says to do. So you have to realize I went from the Mormon church that loved and encouraged us to grow and flourish, regardless of being married or not, to one that focused on, you're a woman, you have to be married. That's all your life is good for. If you don't marry, you're trash. So that's kind of what is disconcerting. And when people say, oh, it's not a cult. Well, it's cult-like to the point of, I know some people that they told them to drink the poison Kool-Aid because God said, told the prophet that they would. So, yeah, there is a lot more cultish interest than people think there is. But at the same time, there's also more caring and compassion people in that church. So you shouldn't demonize every single Mormon. Just mostly the ones that say that if you're this, you can't have your kids or you should be put in jail. Yeah, there's been a few things going around. And one of the things I asked, one of my friends provided, because she's former Mormon, she gave me her old Holy Bible, Book of Mormon, Doctrine and Covenants, and Pearl of Great Price. Yes, this is a small, thick-ass book. So now when people go, do you have a version of the Bible? It has the King James Version. So, yeah, I don't have to deal with apps or anything else. This is probably the worst amount of yearly reading that a kid could ever have in their teenage lives. And I've endured it. I've read this thing before as a child, as a teenager, cover to cover. I mean, yes, actually all the books added into one, cover to cover. It's very interesting and the stories are great. Most of them are sketchy. Into the church. She is trans and her gram treats her like trash. The only thing that you really can do besides support your friend and be there for them when it comes to being pulled into church and stuff like that is keep yourself, even if your family is treating you like trash, that's more encouragement to go, you know what? This is what my plan is. This is what I'm going to stick with. And this is how I'm going to do it. It's hard and it can be discouraging. But I hope your friend stops and realizes they can do it. They can save that money to get out. They can save what they need to save. They can do what they can do and walk away from that. If that family member is the only one that they're living with or helping take care of, there is ways to get out of it.
You're doing motivational speaking.
Stop flipping me off. Some churches are great and will help, but you also have to realize religion isn't inherently bad. It's some of the people in it. I have great friends that are Christian. My friend H. Paladin, he is Christian. He was going to be a priest. He stepped down. He is a great, phenomenal person who helps us, who's helped us get out of problems. He's given us rides to work. He's been there when we need a buddy to talk to. And we've been there for him. And we're still trying to find a good woman for him. And he's open to anyone. But he prefers somebody who shares his faith.
Yeah.
So a nice Christian woman who is also open to everything in the world. She is trying to get the money to see her love her grandma through her money. Ouch. How the hell does somebody throw somebody's money? That is a waste of money. I'd almost say your friend needs to get a bank account and hide it away and not let them know about it. That is the best way to save money and hide money. Because if the grandmother is the grandparents are literally taking the money and throwing it in the trash, then there's a problem with those grandparents, and they need psychiatric help. Those grandparents probably need a lot more help than I can help them with. And if they're doing this, and depending on the person's age, if they're underage, the actions of the grandparents can be seen as mental abuse. And if your friend is disabled in any way, shape, or form, and there's documentation, it can be considered a form of abuse, what they're doing now. Depending on what state and where they're at. The laws are different depending state to state. I know in Washington, that kind of behavior is if a disabled person has money and their caretaker or the person who's in charge of them is taking it away from them and either spending it or throwing it away, and there's proof of it, which actually the disabled person's word is proof, then they can be cited and they can be taken out of that area. But it's only if there's a documented disability, unfortunately. So what I can tell your friend is I use Netspin. What you can do is you can sign up online. They will send you a card. And if she has the money, get a P.O. box to have it sent there. Then she can go to that P.O. box area or that and get money orders and get it transferred into her account. She would have to hide her debit card, yes, or save everything online, put the debit card where they can't find it, or always have it on their person at all times. Because if she's an adult and they're strip searching her or patting them, patting your friend down, you're saying she, so I'm assuming that's her pronoun. Then if they're doing that, that is harassment. Because regardless of, it's our house, our rules, yeah, but I'm a person, I'm over a certain age, and technically you cannot touch me without my permission. And I know it could be a problem, but sometimes she might have to actually use what she can when it comes to the law and rules. Because if they're going through her personal stuff, regardless of if it's in their house, that is still considered theft. So what they're doing is breaking the law. And your friend has a lot more ground to stand on than her grandparents are probably making her believe. I know this stuff because I have seen it go on with my friends before. And I have a good friend who did a video, which, trust me, if I would have known a lot of this stuff, I would have told him to get out sooner. And I might have other problems right now if I had known that earlier, because I don't like to see anyone abuse any of my friends. And hey, look, I have something on Discord. What is going on Discord? What the hell was I tagged in? I should say. Right. On a happier subject, anyone who actually has it, I have Discord. I have a Discord, and I will be linking it in here below. I do monitor who goes in. I do ask who they are and how they found my channel. If there's somebody who is not subscribed or subbed or is a troll page, like I found today on a few of my videos, thank you being bored and deciding to go through old comments. I will ban them and block them. Like whoever this Ricky P was, or Rachel P, I don't know, it started with an R, but they have received a permaban from my channel because of something that they had put down on it, which is false information. The whole, I have read all the edifice and all the tales. There's no way that this deity has ever been called this or that. Well, I have about 4 books that would say otherwise. And also stories from others' families that would say otherwise. So the fact that God's names do get confused even in the Norse mythology and everything like that, it's normal. And I also have a few podcasts who would actually agree with me that I've listened to. With that, I'm also going to be doing a lot more things. This month is pretty much my month of, hey, get your ass up and let's do stuff. And Soren's going to be one of those people who go, hey, you need to do a video. because they love me and they want me to be motivated to do shit. Because I need to be motivated to do shit. I need to do more stuff.
Do you even know what my passion is?
Yes, motivational speaking.
Get motivated, whore. Is that motivational enough?
I love this person and I'm marrying this person. So Loki is going to be working on getting their stuff back. I'm going to be working on getting the lessons back going on here because I have missed interacting with everyone. I have missed interacting with certain people on here. And if a certain little CC knows where they're at and wants to come back on and help me with a few things and give me suggestions on lessons she wants to learn or things others would be interested in, because I believe she might be my younger viewer. I don't know. I miss you, CC. Yes, the reason why this is wobbling is because the table I'm at is a little wibbly wobbly time warping. And howdy, severed head. I have no clue who you are. So hi, person that doesn't even have a picture. And I will not lie, I'm actually very wary of people who use YouTubes that don't even have a picture. I have seen way too many troll plays as of lately. I'm not saying that you are. It's just interesting that randomly pops up. But like I was saying, there has been some problems and issues going around with YouTube and the, oh, it's Rays. God damn it, Rays. You and making a new thing with no picture. You're grounded. I know who you are, Alphonse.
You don't know who I am.
I pick on you on Facebook all the time when your stuff pops up on my feed. That's a whole nother algorithm that is bullshit.
You don't know who I am.
I live with you, Soren. Yes, trolls do need to get a life, and I have seen not only more trolls pop up on YouTube, but I've also seen them pop up on not only Facebook, but another site I use is AnnieRP or even roleplayer.me or anywhere. People like to troll because lulz. And I hate that word.
I'll troll that booty.
And like I would actually hit them with anything.
Send help.
Don't send help. No. The troll community has grown big. So that means if trolls are here, we need more Vikings here. And one thing I'm going to touch on right now, because I've been accused of it along with a few other people who believe in Nordic magic as of lately. Thank you, freaking Twitter. That, and this happened with Deborah as well. Anyone who believes in the Nordic path is a skinhead racist.
That's not how that works.
Let's see. One, no. Just because a couple of idiots, as in maybe a couple hundred, that are skinhead and are idiots go by Odinism, does not mean that they are a racist. Does not mean everyone is a racist just because of a group of people. I have more than one person that I've talked to that are of different skins, different race, different backgrounds, different everything. Sorry, dog misbehaving. That are of different everything that go by Northern paganism, Norwegian paganism, and Nordic paganism. Sorry, I can't English. English is probably my third language because sarcasm and cursing are my first and second. But the fact that people sit there and say, because you are this, you're automatically a racist. That is something that is stupid and needs to go away. I've had people tell me because I'm white, I'm racist. I don't know how that works. I understand people say I'm white, so I have privilege. Everybody says that privilege stuff comes with money. I don't see a big paycheck. I don't see a house and shit that everybody else says that people with privilege have. I know what it is to live out of a car. I know what it is to pretty much be told you have to choose between a roof over your head or food in your stomach. Or even clothes. And I know it's selfish and stupid, but a lot of people have to deal with that problem. Doesn't matter your minority. And you are right. The irony is that. And it's
racist.
Yeah, people who sit there and say you're racist. Obviously, they're they're lamenting that on you when they're probably the racist. I don't know.
Projecting.
They're projecting, yes. Projecting culture. That is what we live in now. When people say I'm a millennial, I was born in the 80s. I grew up in the 90s. I may have graduated in 2005, but I am not a millennial. I can care less about half the hipster stuff that goes on. Yes, I joke about putting my dog in a hipster lesbian jacket because I am a lesbian. But that doesn't mean anything. Just because I'm okay with plaid and I'm okay with solid black glasses does not mean I'm a millennial. Even if you're born in 1999, you technically are not a millennial. Though apparently people say that's the era they were raised in, therefore that's what they are. Then I'm a 90s child, bitches. Because my parents stopped having to babysit me before 98. Because they knew I was a half responsible human being. Because, well, my parents are responsible people. Well, my mom and dad are. My sperm donor is not. I mean, yes, I enjoy things like having a cell phone. Who doesn't? I enjoy things like soda. I'm not letting... No, it's not the orange one. It's regular vanilla. Because, ew. Yeah, they have an orange vanilla Coke now.
I'm intrigued and scared.
You should be more terrified. According to Rufus, it's too orangey.
I have to make my own choices. Thank you, Rufus.
I enjoy technology. Yes, everybody enjoys technology. I think we'd still be in the era where you could go outside, ride your bike, and not worry about where your squad. The way you find your squad, you looked out the window and said, "Where are the bikes parked today?" Or the whole used to ride a bike 1.5 miles to go see my best friends. Nowadays, it's more or less you get a car ride to go see your friends, and you have to make sure you're in a texting conversation with them while sitting next to them. But there are some things that I thank the millennials for. And there are some things that I look at and shake my head and go, you are just pretty much, yeah. Because a lot of our good comedians have been accused of things nowadays, or even if they're not true, which I rather see people come forward with the truth and get it out there, even if it means I lose somebody who I had utmost admired, but at the same time, I'd like to see the proof. And like with the situation with R. Kelly, I do not believe that he should be out of jail right now.
Let's not even talk about that.
Yeah, that is a whole, yeah. But when it comes to it, the mythos that if you believe something that you are a skinhead, or because you were born in a certain era, you are this. No, you are you. Nothing anyone says is going to change that shit. If somebody says because you believe this, you have to automatically be this, they're full of shit. Like I told my Christian friend, just because you're a Christian doesn't mean that you're a bad person. Just because you're a bad person doesn't automatically mean you're not Christian. There is degrees to things, and people don't like to listen to them. They think, oh, you're pagan, therefore you're a horrible person, or you support this, or oh, you're this, therefore you support this person, or oh, you're a Republican, oh, you have to be a Trump supporter. Not true. What are you digging at, dog? Your toy's right there. Arguments with my animal. But the thing is just because they claim or hold a belief does not mean that they are that person. I know some people who I love to death, but I cannot stand their politics. And that is one of my friends on Facebook. He's a great person. I love talking to him. Big time Trump supporter. So he has learned one thing. Because I have certain keywords blocked on my stream, certain things don't pop up. When we talk together, we don't talk politics. Ever. Yes, and that's another community that should not be getting the hate that they're getting. As a furry myself, I do not believe that people should be getting that much hate saying, oh, you're a furry? Oh, you must be a pedophile. Or you're a sexual deviant.
Okay, I am a deviant.
They are. That's a different story. But because you like this, you are this. Or you like anime? Oh, you're a pervert, otaku. Or, oh, that means you watch hentai or yaoi.
I do.
Okay, just because I watch that stuff does not make me a pervert.
I am a pervert. I own that.
Okay, you own the pervert, Soren. That is on you. My dearest, adorable pervert. And
I don't like kids.
Apparently there's more than, oh, well. Cheaper, what are you going to do? But when people say because you... Yes, there technically should not be a problem with furries. They raise a lot of things for kids' charities and for other charities. They are great people. We are normal people in this society in the world. We just happen to prefer to be in fursuits to avoid contact with most.
Brony, too.
And there's nothing wrong with people who are bronies. That show gives a good meaning. Not every brony is going, I look at horse porn. No. Not every brony does that. Some of them just like the cute animation and the cute message.
I'm just a terrible person.
Soren, I love you, but sometimes you are. But you're my terrible person.
Sometimes? Come on, be honest.
Okay, all the time you're a terrible person, but I love you. Sometimes you have a terrible sexual deviant pervert, but then again, they act more of a functional member of society than functional members of society who aren't any of those things. I actually 100% have to agree with you, Rays. The problem a lot of people have are the ones that if you say, oh, well, I don't like to see that stuff, and people go, well, I'm going to make you see it and post it on your stuff. That is the problem, is when people do that. And yes, dog, I'm aware you have a squeaky toy. Give it to mommy. Come on. Thank you. Throw it that way, not underneath my computer. Damn it. But I agree with you. People who just... when someone says, I don't want to see that on my stream, and another person's like, well, I'm going to make you see it because I think you need to. Or going, hey, I have a cool picture. Look at this. Especially when they know the person does not like that kind of stuff. We have a friend, our friend Mad Dog. We call him our precious potato. We are slowly corrupting him into the ways of the world and getting him out of his little sheltered bubble, which we've discovered is probably similar to the bubble that they have, which is that weird, creepy, fun vibe. Oh. But the thing is like, hey, look at this. But for him, he looks at it and goes, huh, how did they get that angle? Or he goes, hey, I got an anime you should watch. Which right now, thanks to me and him, we got both Soren and H. Paladin on Goblin Slayer. I love that anime because it's actually done pretty well, and it reminds me of what a functional D&D group should be. There are a lot of people in the furry community who are awful people, and then there's a lot of people who are like me and Zephy, who, and sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, who are actually good people who's like, yeah, we like this stuff, but we have that in a separate folder for our friends who like to see it. And that's why I have certain Discord channels for not safe for work or do not open if you do not want to see this kind of thing. And that's one thing a lot of people who run servers or who run messenger groups or stuff like that should be aware of. That you're going to get people who are really weird. And you're going to get people like Soren who just doesn't care. And that's afoot. Cerberus. But you have to realize in this world there are people who will be PC centered, censored, who will stay with PC culture and go, I'm not going to do that because that's horrible. Unfortunately, I'm using the YouTube app on here. I do not know how to add anyone into the call. I really wish I did. To put blunt, I don't have Google Talk set up on my new laptop yet. I'm still calling it new because I haven't downloaded a lot of stuff besides video games on it, which all my video games are on here.
Bad nipple.
Yes, I love this. Wow, it's a reflection within a reflection. It's one of those endless reflections. This is my passport. It's a 4 gig. At least I think it's a 4. Yeah, it's a 4 gig passport that right now is holding my Call of Duty, my League of Legends, my World of Warcraft. What else is it holding according to Steam? My Portal Knights, Stardew Valley, Town of Salem, Golf with Friends, Final Fantasy 15, Windows Edition, Devil May Cry 3 and 4, Special Editions, Devad X, Human Revolution, Director's Cut. I need to add the Fall of Man and Mankind Divided onto it. But it is holding also League of Legends. Yes, I have Call of Duty Black Ops 4. And it's fun. And right now it's sitting promptly right on top of my PS4. I will admit, games have helped me not murder people, especially the game Portal Knights. I got it for free on my PS4. Then I bought it for my Steam. Then I bought it for Soren's Steam. Then I bought it for Ben's. I'm buying it for Ben. Then Slither. They don't realize I'm doing this. I'm buying it for 2 other people because this game is freaking fun. I need to move to PC for great better typing. Okay. Oh yes. Yeah. I will admit that certain things have been addicting. I've also been playing, and I'm not ashamed to say this, that's Game of Sultans thing on my phone. I have a bunch of wives, and I'm proud of this. Literally, that game's about war, getting women, and being awesome, pretty much.
Boobs.
That you don't actually see real boobs, but you do see, like, scantily, very tight clothing women.
Scantily clad.
It's a fun little game to go, yay, collecting this. Oh, look, another baby popped out. It's a distraction game, basically. And for people who pay to play, well, you're spending way too much money on a phone game, but it's fun. The ads do get annoying on things. I will fully admit that. Pokemon Go is the only game that I have on my phone that I think is completely ad-free.
I've not had problems with ads on Game of Sultans at all.
Oh, there are some games that you do, some games on your phone that you do. Harry Potter, I haven't had any. Mm-hmm. Game of Sultans, Bleach, and Pokemon Go are the only games I have on my phone that do not have ads. Yes, I have a Bleach character as my background on my phone, Chichiro Sakabi. My lock screen is Ikaku and Yumichika of Squad 10 because I am Bleach trash, and I announce it right now. Huzzah. There are some games that do get that. And then I have a bunch of people who are mad at me on Pokemon right now because I took a selfie of my Squirtle with sunglasses, and I got the fun little photo bombed. And so I have that one. Yay! Another Bleach liker. Yay!
Eisen forever.
What cat is... Okay, that is Freya, who is pushing on the plastic bag. What are you doing, my cat with no claws?
You're playing with it.
Okay. But with the game Bleach Brave Souls, I am not afraid to say that for like 4 months, I spent like $24 for certain character packs because I wanted a Valentine's Day Toshiro. Or
I spent
others.
$45 last year.
They spent about $45 because they had Eisen. Just for Eisen.
I got a bunch though.
They have a lot of Eisens.
No, different
different types and different packs. I mean, they have Eisen Geen, Who else did you buy?
Oh,
Oh, Yamamoto. There's a lot of different things that I will never be ashamed of admitting when it comes to my video games that I will actually buy certain packs for. And nothing interesting in Pokemon right now. But, I mean, games are fun and they help with winding down and having a little bit of fun time to yourself. Another thing is podcasts, and I will fully admit that I have been listening to a lot of podcasts by
motivational speakers.
it's by Parcast podcasts. I have a lot of them. I really wish Rob's podcast would come back. His and Kaylee's, which was the Bitter Pill podcast. They haven't posted in a long time, and I can't access any of their former stuff. It won't let me. But I listen to Mr. Creepypasta because sometimes you just need creepy stories. Welcome to Night Vale. I am not ashamed of that one. I love that podcast. It is amazing. Kevin and Cecil and the mayor and Donna and Carlos. Just the characters that this world has built and just how this world is built is one of those fun things. Unsolved Murders, which I enjoy that because I like those real life kind of mystery things. These are murders that have happened that have yet to be solved. And one of them they actually did do, and then months later it was solved. So they did an update to that one, which was great. Female Criminals, which, well, is always interesting because everybody thinks violent crimes and criminal activity, they think male. The Haunted one, it's hit or miss, but I like listening to historical facts of buildings and places. Mythology. I love this podcast for one good reason. They did a 3-part episode on Loki alone. And that was all the mythos from the stuff that they do have. They did Loki the trickster god, the god of mischief, and the god of fire. The god of fire had to do with the Ragnarok prediction. The god of mischief was what led to that. And the trickster god has the story of Thor being a maiden to get his hammer back because it was stolen. That is my favorite story ever. All right, get some sleep, and it's good to see you again too, Rays. I will probably be doing similar mythology things like I wanted to do eventually back on this channel as well. But the fact that they have all these things that I've listened to that makes me giggle. They also had the edits of Persephone instead of going the rape of Persephone, which is more of the abduction of Persephone. Because Hades is a complete utter gentleman and didn't do anything dirty. But when it comes to these things, the way that the stories are produced, they come from this point of view of who is being told about. Like from Hercules' point of view or from Loki's point of view of things that happened. And it gives you more of an insight. That's why I love podcasts. There's also Crimes of Passion, which is pretty much people, why they do things. And then Tales, which are the darker tales. And the most recent one I listened to was Puss in Boots, the original. I've listened to a lot of the original fairy tales, which makes me happy. But these things are what gets me through work. Podcasts are great things. You can also find motivational speakers, like Soren has said. They've been listening to a lot of them, which has helped with their predicaments and problems and helps them feel better and become a better person. And they are working on being the best person that they can be, which is something that I need to work on too, and I have been. That's why I've been going to the gym. Loki is working on losing some of these poundage.
Oh, Lord, she coming.
More so I can fit in a pretty dress that I bought that I really like. But also for my health and stuff like that. Another very important thing that will be coming along reason why I did really stop doing videos is because of depression, time management, and trying to figure out what direction I was going in. I still want to do the lessons. I still want to do the talks. I still want to do debunking. Lay of the themes. I will have to look that up. There's a lot of things that I need to get back into doing. And good night and have a good night. I will look more into that later. And yes, I just did use my web browser to look up something. But there is a lot of directions that I know most channels have been going, and a lot of people have just stopped doing content. I miss talking to people, and I will be working on getting that back on this laptop so that I can have those fun video chats and pull people on with my that have my Patreon. Right now, Leon is the only one that is my Patreon, which is fine. $1 a month is still something fun, and he still gets fun perks, like a cool name on my Discord. Like I said, I will leave the Discord in the description so that people can add it if they have Discord or whatnot. And I will be keeping a strong eye on that because I do have it on my phone. And I'm sad because I need to get a new sticker for the back. But I will make sure that things are more up to date, and I will be posting more, and I will be on here more. And this is not just blowing smoke up your guys' asses, kind of like I did a few of the other times, and I apologize. But I know which direction I want my videos to go in. I know which directions I want this channel to go in. It'd be cool to see me get one of the fun little play button things, but at the same time, I'm not banking on it. I'm banking on just being here, just talking, just doing videos of what I like, what I believe, and helping others. So, lay of themes. I will look into that one. And be sure not to overload yourself, though. I am planning on not overloading myself because I've already done that a few times. And working 40 hours a week is not 100% killing me, but it's making me realize, hey, I need to manage my time a little bit better, because not only do I want to manage it for this, I need to manage it for this fur child next to me that's not even a year old, time with them, because Soren needs all the time in the world because they're a clingy person.
I'm not clingy. I just understand that time is precious and we don't have a lot of it.
Exactly. Time is a precious thing, and being able to manage it so you have the time you have with people is one of those things. Like, if everyone's like, oh, are you free Wednesday? No, Wednesdays I'm off limits. Yes, that's what it is. The story, that's what it's called. It is one of my favorite stories ever because it's just great. Loki, you're a bastard. Good night, Rays. Go to bed. Damn, man. You're worse than me. And I'm the queen of migraines and the queen of I like dark rooms.
You're the queen of I make food.
That too. And I will probably end here in a few minutes because I need to cook for the person next to me and the roommate, and my dog is getting to the point of, Mommy, pay attention to me. Mommy, pay attention to me.
Oh, you need to take him out.
He probably does need to go to the bathroom, but he's being a good boy. And I want to post more of the old stories and the old tellings. And the way I'm going to do it is I will find multiple ways it is told, read through them, and put together the best of the telling of it so I can get all the information out that I can. Yes, Soren.
One of the things I want to do is be a pagan motivational speaker, because a lot of the motivational speakers you hear are very, very Christian.
We do need pagan motivational speakers. And I'm going to help them try to get their channel set up so they can do that. Because with their computer, I believe you have a great voice recording thing on there that you've been underutilizing. And I might actually give you the boom mic to use.
I need a web camera.
They do need a webcam.
I don't have a camera on this one.
If all else fails,
Yeah.
you can borrow my beauty, and I can make a profile on here so you can have your own setup.
Yeah.
Another thing that I want to do, and I want to get this podcast up, well, not podcast, but fun channel, which is pretty much going to be called Welcome to Hell. We're going to be taking the stereotypes of the Christian hell and making a radio show about it, because why not? I mean, I'll be the host, Conrad Geese Suckaby, and my co-host will be Atano. Well, let's just go with this one. He's the world's biggest pervert, and who we're pretty sure might be part dragon. Yes.
Also reminds me.
Yes, dear.
My brain, it died. Oh, the Trash Panda game.
Okay, and another game that a few of our friends and I are working on developing. Yes, migraines suck. We're getting it in the works, and we're going to have to find someone who can actually build this game. It's called the Trash Panda Ruler.
Well, we don't know
the exact name, but this all started with work. I'm cleaning a building that deals with tiny human beings a lot. So you can imagine the fact that we have to have a strict everything there. Well, one day I was locked into my building because of raccoons. As in, they decided to go after my bags of trash that was behind the gate, next to the front door of one of the main buildings. H. Paladin had to drive up in the work truck. They just looked at the truck like, oh, look, a truck, and had to lay on the horn until I ran. I love raccoons. Raccoons are one of my favorite animals. Raccoons are also the bane of my existence right now.
Mother of Raccoons.
Apparently, I now have the nickname at work of Mother of Raccoons. No, I am not changing the name of my channel to that. That is Soren pretending to be a raccoon. But the raccoons decided after that, anytime I'm over at childcare, and I've actually had witnesses to the last one, I was walking out from one building to another, and I open the door and I look up and I see a pair of glowing eyes, and I look up and I can see the outline of one of the big ass raccoons, and I take a picture of it. I send it to my boss and said, please send help. I went back to facilities, grabbed my flashlight, grabbed my boss and the assistant, who's learning to be day shift lead, and our custodial too. We scoured the entirety of childcare, found where he got up on a tree and got up onto the roof. Thank you, Snow, because there was little raccoon prints. It was kind of cute. But I've been dealing with the fact that I've had raccoons around my building ever since the two decided to trap me into the building. So everybody thinks I am summoning the raccoons. And no, Zephy, you are not the biggest pervert in the world that I know I live with. I love them to death. As you can see, they're trying to grope my boob in the middle of the air. I live with the perverts. I'm used to the perverts, and it's going to be fun. But with the raccoons, we want to get this game developed, which pretty much is going to be, you are a custodian, someone who's cleaning things, and you come across raccoons, and they keep stealing stuff from you. And you decide to follow them one day. That's going to be the mission, to stealthily follow where these raccoons are taking the stuff. And you find that they have built a giant memorial statue of you with this trash.
And diapers.
Mostly diapers, apparently. And you realize, will it be on mobile? It will either be mobile or Steam.
Both.
We want to do both. It's going to look like Stardew Valley, so it's going to be in the easiest thing for a computer to comprehend. And it's going to have one of those fun little things where you have to train them. You have to train your legion of raccoons to clean and to communicate with you through chirps and noises and scratch, stuff like that. You'll be building an army of raccoons that will help you do your job and make you the #1 cleaner of all time.
But you can't get caught with them cleaning.
After some point, your supervisor will be thinking you're super cleaning and coming to check on you. So you have to make sure that they don't get caught in the building with the raccoons. You have to hide your army from them. It is going to be one of those As the levels go up, the intensity of the supervisor coming down on you is harder. They will have a hint that something weird is going on.
They just don't know what.
And as far as I know, the last level is going to be the raccoons overthrowing the government.
Really?
Because why not?
Oh my god, calm down over there.
Raccoon Druid. That actually sounds like the perfect name for it. The Raccoon Druid.
Druid raccoons.
But who knows? You might be able to train your raccoons to know things like magic, swordman skills, how to use a gun, different things like that. But if we want to make it where kids can play it, probably how to use a sword. But pretty much make your raccoons into an undefeatable army. Because why not? We don't have that many. We have ridiculous games out there, and we need to make more. And the fact that you have 4 nerds sitting here going, we want to do this, is a very scary, scary thought. It'll probably be one of those things you download for free or download for like $1. And if it gets bigger and better, then it'll be $20 on Steam. Who knows? It's just one of those ideas that we had that we want to put out there. But you have to realize one very big thing. When you have an idea, where there's a will, there is a way. And I'm sure we'll find a way.
And butts.
And there'll be butts.
Booty.
But a lot of all of this is stuff that we've come up with in the last couple of months, if not weeks. And I kind of want to see a lot of this through fruition because I enjoyed half this crap we come up with. This podcasting has been in my head since November. Granted, it's going to start out as maybe 20, 30-minute long things on YouTube, and we're going to just have like either we're going to dress up as said characters or we're just going to have a picture of said characters up, which I can draw. And on occasion, we'll have a special guest of Asuma under the desk. Though there is a video that will be coming up soon that my roommate is helping me with because we're probably going to record it tonight later and post it. It involves a letter I got. Well, current resident got. And it is very interesting because it's handwritten. And it's from one of the places around here that I've pretty much alienated from coming near our door because of what we put up on our door. And all we have is a Nord protection symbol and a pentagram that has the elements on it. Yeah, that's how you keep missionaries from your door. Is apparently putting up pagan memorabilia. They tend to leave you alone after a time. Except for that one church until the cops got involved, but that's a whole different can of fucking worms. Yes, soda is helping. Caffeine is good. Caffeine is God's.
Food.
Yes, I need to go cook.
What are you cooking?
I'm actually cooking pork chops and Brussels sprouts and a butter sauce with garlic pepper within it for you guys. I'm doing pork chops and yabi noodles for me because I do not eat Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts for the win. I have 2 people who devour Brussels sprouts like they're freaking candy, and if I had bacon, it'd be cooked in bacon because they call it bacon candy when I cook Brussels sprouts with bacon in a pan to where it mixed with the grease and it sucks up all the delicious fat and taste of bacon.
Oh, I'm so hungry now.
Yeah, I make them hungry by describing the food I'm cooking. The pork chops are going to be lightly battered and baked, actually. So they're going to have a light pico crust on them. Let's see.
Pico and Parmesan?
Pico and Parmesan, yes. Yes, I am very good at doing... I cook too much. I make up a lot of fun recipes, but more recipes to come later because I do eventually still want to do the cooking portion of this channel like I started it. Go figure. Eventually Loki will be doing Loki cooks and it'll be the healthier side of cooking. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying healthy.
You healthy.
And Cerberus is giving me the mommy I love you eyes, and I will say this much. The best stress relief I've had, and also some of my stress, has been this 4-legged dog. I love my dog. I love my puppy. I love when I'm not feeling good that he will just curl up on my feet or attempt to get into the room and lay next to me. When I had my bad migraine day on Friday, I actually had him come into the room for a little while. He curled up with me. And then he got antsy, so I took him out and then put him back in his kennel and he fell back asleep. When you have a dog and you hold up a handful of treats and go, kennel, and he ignores everything around him and bolts to the kennel just for those treats, you realize you have a good dog. That really is a fat kid inside of a dog because trees. So with that, my dog is laying on me right now, always in bed. Aww. Yes, I'm always a bed to my cats as well. And with Edgar being here, I am also Edgar's bed. So is Soren. I have cute pictures of them falling asleep using Edgar as a pillow and Edgar sleeping. I'm glad the cats get along.
Except for Persephone.
Except for Persephone, who hates everyone.
Except for me.
Except for Soren, and likes to sleep on me. But with that, I'm getting the look of, Mommy, I'm filling up with pee and I have to go to the bathroom. And the dying, I need food from the person next to me, even though they could probably go a week without it and be alive. So could I, so fuck. But with that, I like to say I love you guys and have a blessed week. And I will try to be getting more videos up. And I'm saying try because in this case, there's no do or don't. There is, do I have the time? So love you guys. Miss your faces. And you'll hopefully be seeing more of my face. Probably in different makeup and different outfits, even though I love this dress. And I'm looking forward to doing the next one for everyone. And I'm looking forward to bringing people onto my show and having fun with them again. And hopefully, eventually, like Logan and I can do another collaboration of stuff. And eventually, same with everyone else, because I miss Dorian. I miss everyone. And I will maybe be working on a video eventually again with a friend known as Pega Gamer on here. I have been on a few of his live voice chat things as well. I'm known as Mama Loki. Yeah, anywhere I go, you will always find out that my name will have something to do with Loki, Mommy, Lady, Witch, or something.
Drunkard.
Or that drunk. The migraine, thank you for your sympathy about the migraines, is something that will always go on with me. And unless there's something medically they can fix it with, which I doubt. But that's a whole nother what the hell video. So everybody have a great night. I'll see you later and blessed be.